So, to start off our satsang today, a very warm welcome to everybody here. My name is Rachana Gudigar, and I'll be your host for the School of Ancient Wisdom, Spiral of Wisdom satsang as we call it. That happens every Thursday. We'll start by Mom and Easy. Before we start, I'd request Swati to say the school prayer.
Good evening, one and all. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. So, as you heard the prayer once again, what I always say in the beginning is that we are that hidden light, that Atma Bindu or the soul who's having a human experience. So in this, we are all seekers who come here of various age groups, and we're all interconnected. And that is the realization that will slowly dawn upon us as we go through these satsangs. The intention is to become a better person every day. So today we have with us, our speaker for today is Rachana Gudigar ji. Have I got the pronunciation correct?
Gudigar.
Right. So Rachana is from Bangalore. She's passionate about adventures and challenges, actively involved in event management, and seeks daily self-improvement through knowledge. With a positive outlook on life, she confidently handles situations with grace. She has worked as a yoga therapist at the Hatha Prayoga Yoga Therapy Center, promoting healthy lifestyles through yoga and diet. As an event manager at Ashwa Events, she successfully hosted over 150 events, achieving high client satisfaction. Additionally, she has conducted over 100 life skills and mind management sessions in schools and colleges. She's a fashion influencer who won Miss Incredible 2022-23 in Kolkata. And she's a volunteer with various NGOs. Her interests include reading, oration, writing, content creation, planning and hosting events, engaging sessions, inspiring lives, pageantry, music, and adventurous activities. So the satsang today is about the law of attraction, the secret to manifesting your dream life. And of course, at the School of Ancient Wisdom, we are very familiar with this term. We've had programs earlier on the occasion, but it'll be always nice to revisit the law of attraction and experience this topic coming through and a new speaker with their experience and their wisdom. So over to Rachana ji.
Yes. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. So grateful to get connected with this Sattvic team. So in fact, I should be thankful to Mr. Adarsh. So he is my therapist as well, hypnotherapist. So I'm also undergoing this session. So he is the one who recommended my name to Satsang. So in fact, grateful to the entire beautiful team out there. And I welcome once again to all the team members and all the participants, delegates, whoever belongs to whichever age group, welcoming you all to this satsang session. So to begin with, law of attraction, most of you might be familiar with, but in my terms, it might look somewhat different, or the perspective might be different, or it can connect with you at different levels. For me, if I say around 2020, 21, that was a very life-changing year, personally speaking. Because earlier, if I consider myself, the version of me being now and my version earlier, it was totally different. I was the one who used to overthink. I was the one who used to chase after things. I was the one who used to be obsessed over people or things. And who was vibrating with a very lower state of vibration. So at some point, there happened some incident where I was at the lowest, but then that is the point where I realized, okay, this is happening for a reason. That is where somehow...
Rachana, just one request. Can you speak a little slower if you don't mind? Because we're not able to see you too clearly. And also to everybody, Rachana ji's had a power outage. The lights were on at her place, just went off a short while back. So you'll have to bear with it and observe her a little more carefully as she speaks, because I know people also lip read. So that's why I'm asking Rachana ji to speak a little slower. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. So at that lowest point, I realized, okay, that there can be something change that is happening in my life, and I accept whatever is happening. So whatever the painful situation I was in, I just said, okay, it's happening. I just undergone, and that 3 to 4 months of 2021 was really game changing. That is where I started to connect with myself. I just used to hate myself the other ways, or else later I started to accept myself, accept my flaws, accept my whole of being. That's how gradually through law of attraction I got connected into spirituality, and that's how then I was unexpectedly got into yoga. So that's how I completed my MSc in yoga therapy at Mangalore University. By no chance I never thought I would be into the yoga stream, but it is a divine plan for which I am totally grateful for. We say, in a general sense, it is being said that destiny is just 20% and 80% is how we react to it. Your birth or your parents whom should you to be born with, or your family which you belong to, or your friend circle, or the people you meet in your life, that is definitely the destiny. But have you been in those situations? If at all you are in a relationship, if how you are in a relationship, how you are dealing with the relationships, that is what is it muted now? How we are dealing with the relationship. So everything connects, and that's what we call as how we react to it. So that creates our end result. So destiny is not everything. So we can't sit simply stating that everything is destiny, everything is meant to happen. So I don't do any hard work. Even if I sit quietly, everything happens on its own. It doesn't happen. So we have there is all the possibility that we can create our dream life. So every power is within us. So that realization is comes through gradual practice, through gradual understanding of what we are, and respecting and self love. So through that journey, we are able to connect so much more. Both thought process, both thought, for either it can be positive or negative. All both of these thoughts have the equal power. In fact, the negative thought has the more easier access. We say in order to fall in any well, it is easier, but to come out from that well, it is tough. So to be in a positive state, it takes a lot of effort, but to be in a negative state, it is very easy. But even with a lot of effort, just being in a positive state ends with so much positive results in our life. So choice is ours, whether to stay positive, whether to stay happy, and whatever it is, you know. And then we can this whatever we feed into our mind is what we become gradually. Either it can be, what the food you are going to eat is connected with our body, also to our mind. Whatever the sattvic food you are going to eat, again it helps in the good health. Whatever, if you are eating any rajasic or tamasic food, again you have such similar effect, rajasic effect or tamasic effect. Same way, if whatever the content you are feeding into your mind, that is also framing who you are, your personality, your character. So right after you're waking up, in what mood you are. If you've gone through any social media right after you wake up, and then you go through some bad news of the day, and your entire day will be in that negative state. So instead, if at all we choose to stay in a positive state, instead if we wake up and say some positive things, and read some reading, or it can be any journaling, or listening to some good podcast or any music, the whole day will be in that higher state of energy. So that's how the first thought what you're going to get in a day is what creates for the whole day. So these thoughts continuously, what kind of thought we are feeding into our mind leads to actions. So these actions lead to the feeling, and these feelings lead to the end results. So whatever is happening, whatever, either it can be any negative situations you are in right now, it is because earlier or since past you are into these negative states. So you can realize it, right? So you have undergone you are in the constant state of fear, or any kind of negative emotions, something you might lose, or any that kind of fearful state if you are in, same thing is going to happen. If at all I am riding a bike, if I constantly say it in my mind, what if I fall down? What if the bike skids? Definitely it skids. Again, personal experience. I have experienced it. If one is writing for an exam, in spite of preparing so much, if he has a constant fear in his mind, he believes that what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I fail? So if he says that constantly, the more chances are that he is going to fail. So every action comes from thoughts. So through by changing our thoughts, by changing our beliefs, by changing whatever the thinking process, our realities can be changed. I think for some people, we say successful people are always getting successful. Those who are rich will always getting rich. But who are in the poor state of mind, they're becoming more poor and poor day by day. So that is only because what the poor mindset is, they are in the lack mindset. I don't have this. I don't have this. How can I come over this? No, I may never get financial abundance in life. So in that, if they are vibrating in that state of mind, definitely they are going to become more poor. What if the rich thinks he has enough? I have everything. I can do this. I have all the financial freedom. So he'll always be in that abundant state of mindset. So what you are thinking, that's what you're going to get naturally, right? So it is all the energy, or whatever the house you are living in is energy. Whatever the money you have, whatever the car you drive, even it is a living being or non-living being, everything is energy. So whatever you're vibrating from within is that what you're going to get, right? If at all you're in the highest state of happiness, if you're joyful from within, if you're totally happy, then definitely, surprisingly, you will see whatever you think is going to happen, whatever you wish for is you going to get in a very short span. But if you're in any anger, in a mode of anger or jealousy or whatever in the lower state of vibration, then definitely you're going to get the similar kind of people. Even the people you meet wherever you go, if you are totally very positive in life, very ambitious, you don't backstab anybody, you are kind to people, and you are vibrating with so much positive qualities. Even wherever you go, whichever the place, a strange place you might go, this is a personal experience. So whichever place you go, you will so attracted, and you will meet the same kind of people. You need not worry. You need not worry about any threat. You can live alone and very boldly and without any fear in any strange places because of this belief that you're carrying. If at all you're fearful, what if I meet with any, if at all the stranger cheats me, what if it is? So if at all you're a cheater, then definitely you're going to get the more cheaters in life. That's how it works. So if at all, if you're facing any bad experiences in your life, then that is because there is some, limiting beliefs within yourself. You have to work on that. There are various techniques in law of attraction how we can change it. Now, let's do a small activity. Can you hear me? Is it audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. So, shall we close our eyes now? Gently close our eyes. If at all I say, don't think of a monkey. Don't think of a monkey. I don't think of monkey. If you constantly say, I don't think of monkey, I don't think of monkey, what you're going to visualize, it is monkey, nothing less than monkey, right? So the main concept in law of attraction is you should focus on only what you want. If you what you don't want in life, you should not focus in life. That's what. If at all you constantly say, constantly feed into your mind that I am a failure, I can't do this, I don't want this, I don't want that, what you're going to get is same thing which you say which you don't want. Okay. Now, let's say you are in a beautiful surrounding. I hope. I say focus on green color things which are around you. Look around and you find any green color object you are finding, whichever it could be. Okay. If at all you find any green color object, just see only green color object, nothing else. Okay. Done. Hope you have found it. Now close your eyes. Now you have observed all the green color objects. Now I say, what are the red color objects that you have found in the surrounding? What were the red color objects which you saw in your surrounding? You don't remember, you don't get any red objects, right? That's how the mind works. So, where your focus goes, there your energy flows. It doesn't mean that when you focus on green color, doesn't mean that red color was not there, but your focus was on green color. So much only you find green color in life, in green colored objects. That's only you can remember. That's how if at all I say focus on red color. So if you focus on red color, definitely you find objects with red color, right? So by changing our beliefs, changing our thinking, we have all the capacity and we have all that power within us to change the reality. Whatever the reality might be right now, but it can be changed. Have that belief, most of the time people start how it will happen, how. So more than how, we should believe, there are so many supernatural things which beyond our control. At times we have to surrender, right? Both fear and faith, both are the similar energy, one in a positive sense and other in a negative sense. So both takes the same effort. Instead of focusing on fear, let's focus on faith. Both are the one which are not visible to us. So let's make an option. Let's believe. Let's have that faith. It will happen more than the faith with the. Yes, of course, you believe in universe, believe in faith of the divine. Meanwhile, you should also believe in your own self, right? There are a lot of concepts. You should at first love yourself. What I say, most of the time we don't appreciate what we are. When we look at the mirror, we don't appreciate the physical body that you're having. I'm fat. I'm so thin. I'm this like this. I have a lot of flaws in my body. Flaws in my body. But one thing is very positive thing is that it is a very beneficial to understand no individual is similar to me. No individual is like me. That is a unique power every individual has, right? So I am unique. I am a very unique self. I am special self. So it need not be perfect, right? There is nothing means to be a perfect man or woman. So it just means be flaunting our flaws. Just once we start accepting our flaws or whatever, whichever you feel that it is a flaw, then nothing matters. If you're physically, if you're having any diabetic body, if people often comments you're this fat, you have this obesity and so much. But once you accept that, yes, but I'm working on that, I'm working on healing that. At that time, however, hundreds of people come and tell you that you have this is your flaw, you will not react to it. You know it, and you accepted it. At last, you start loving yourself for whatever the human being that you are. So once it is shifted, once the focus is entirely on you, then your surrounding also changes gradually. Your change that will change in favor of you. Okay, here I will share one image. For many, I don't know, many of you here are in the Satsang team, so most of you might be knowing this like me. But still, if at all you have any doubt that the universe doesn't work, how it will work, at first we have to believe in the universe. Only if we believe in the universe, then only universe can deliver whatever we ask for. If you have any trust issues, even with any human beings or any relationship, that will doesn't work, right? So here I'll screen share one image. Just focus on this. Yeah. See here, you can find a rainbow. Can you?
Yes.
Can you find? Yes. Okay. Now, I'll give one activity. Focus on that rainbow. Okay. Without any doubt, focus on that rainbow. Just look at it, look at it, look at it. Only rainbow, nothing else. Colors, all the beauty it has, all the 7 colors, those vibrancy it is carrying. Just focus. Just be happy looking at the rainbow. Yeah, look at it, look at it, look at it. Done. Now close your eyes and try to visualize the rainbow that you have watched on the screen. Visualize those colors. Visualize those rainbow. As if you're watching the rainbow in reality. Whenever somewhere you are out and you're watching this rainbow. Yeah. Feel you're totally happy looking at the rainbow. Yeah. Rainbow in the sky. Feel as if it's already been there outside now. And say to yourself, in next 2 days, within next 2 days, I'm going to observe this rainbow. I don't know how, very soon. I don't ask for any why, how it will happen, but to believe totally that you are going to see this rainbow. Either it can be any picture, either it can be any picture in social media, or any photos, or any in any books, or in reality, or in any advertisements. No issues. Wherever it can be, but totally believe that you are going to watch this, and universe shows up you this rainbow in the next phases. Okay, you know that, you know very strong, within 2 days I'm going to watch this rainbow. Somehow I don't know. Okay. If at all you can't focus on rainbow, again you can open your eyes and look at the rainbow. Yes. Feel thankful that whatever you believe has shown up to you. It will be shown within 2 days. Don't question how it is, but believe that it will be shown. Yeah. So this way the rainbow will be shown up to you. Say thank you because universe is showing up you this rainbow within 2 days. That. So the power has come, probably, definitely it will show you. Yes, here we have one chart, energy chart. Okay, so there are various aspects to it. Okay, there are various radiations our brain functions. Whenever if you are in the lowest state, there is a kind of radiation coming out from your brain that is called vibrational energy. Okay, if you are in certain mediocre level of energy, then there is certain difference in the wave which is produced in our brain. And also when you are in the highest state of energy, then your mind will be in a different state of energy, that is delta wave. So let's say if you are in a very lower state of energy like shame, guilt, or any grief or fear, so it is a very lowest form of energy. If at all you are in this state of life, then definitely don't try to manifest anything. If you are following any manifestation technique, it could be. But if at all you are in that fearful state, you are in the state of doubt, or if you are sad, you are not unhappy, you are having some constant negative thoughts in your mind, then definitely don't go for this. Don't go for manifesting anything. Stop that whatever the manifestation process you are carrying, because if at all you try to manifest at those negative states of fear, then definitely it will have opposite will happen at that time. Instead you try to focus on shifting that negative thoughts into positives. There are various manifestation techniques.
Rachana ji, just a request. I think my video is being it's kind of blocking almost quarter of the screen. Is it possible to close the video window? There's a window here that is blocking your screen. Yeah, it's about quarter the screen is.
Should I share? Stop sharing the screen?
No, please share the screen. It's good, but there is my video is superimposed on quarter of the screen. If you could close that video, that would be.
I think it is a screen video.
Oh, okay, fine.
Zoom
video. Now it's
Zoom
good.
video.
Oh, again, it's come back. Yeah, there you are. That could you close it? The video window, if you could close that, that will be good. Yeah, this is again, it's come back. Okay. Right.
Sorry. So now, if at all you are in that negative state of emotion, please don't try to manifest anything in that state. Okay. Instead, try to shift your energy into the positive state of mind and then to focus on manifesting. So, love, those enlightenment is a very spiritual aspect. So, in everyone can't be into that state of enlightenment, but you can definitely be in that state of love, joy, peace. Those acceptance. They are very positive emotions. So, whenever you are totally happy without any external support, you are totally contented within you. And at that time, whatever the manifestation technique you practice, that will manifest in your life. So this is about universe, this chart. Screen is visible, right? Visible?
Yes, it's visible. Yes, you are visible.
Sure. Thank you. Okay. Now, there are various techniques how we can manifest our dream life. Whatever the dreams you could be having, either it can be manifesting any wealth, either it can be manifesting your health, or it can be any job you're searching for, or it can be any relationship that you're working with, or the money, or whatever the dream life, or any whichever the projects you want to complete. But there are various techniques how we can manifest. Firstly, you should be in a positive state of mind. So in order to be, if at all you have some negative thoughts, or you have someone has totally hurt you, you can't forgive them. You are feeling totally, or you are feeling guilty for a mistake that you have done. At first, before starting our manifestation journey, first you have to heal. We have to heal ourselves. Whatever the negative emotions we are in, it's okay. At first, we have to accept, yes, this is what happening to me. Let me solve it. Let me undergo it. Okay. Only at that time we can realize the impact and emotions of positive emotions, right? So, what are the ways that you can heal yourself at first? If at all you're having, you're having that guilt, having any anger to someone, you can practice a very beautiful Hawaiian prayer called Ho'oponopono. Most of you might be knowing. First, it is all about forgiving yourself, forgiving the person who has hurt you, and whatever it is, and gradually you're starting to love yourself. If at all you practice this for at least 10 to 12 minutes, you will get a lot of contentment. You will let go of all those negative emotions, whatever you're carrying. The prayer is very simple. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. So you have to say it yourself. Let's practice once. Place your right hand on your chest. Just say it to yourself, or if at all you want to convey this message to someone, you can also do that. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Say it to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So you can practice these techniques. So whenever you're saying, no, I'm sorry, you should feel that sorry for yourself. Please forgive me. When you say that, you have to forgive whatever the person or you. When you say thank you, feel that gratitude. And when you say I love you, feel that love within you. Exactly you feel it. And it works magically. All your negativities, it will be transformed into positive ones. You no more you carry those guilts. It's a beautiful prayer. I think you can sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and say it to yourself. Lot of vibrational change you are able to experience. So try and say this works magically. And the other ways, if at all you are having so much grudge towards someone, you can't forgive that person, you are having so much hatred, but in fact, you can't go directly and tell and scold that person as well. So you just want to let go of that man or woman or whatever the situation it could be. So at that time, what you can do, take a sheet of paper, writing, journaling is a beautiful thing. So take a sheet of paper, write a letter to the person, whatever it is. Or if at all you want to forgive yourself, you have done a big mistake, write a letter to yourself to forgive it. Okay. And then write a letter to whomever the person, mention their name. Whatever you want to convey, any emotions it could be, whatever you want to convey them, put it out, write it out. If you want to cry, let go, cry, and whatever the emotions you're feeling, totally put it down and write it down. Whatever you want to say, then convey it through that sheet of paper. Whatever the anger you're having, put it on that paper. Okay. When you do that, you're not suppressing those emotions. When you constantly suppress those emotions, then it will lead to a lot of other complications. So this is one beautiful way to let go of those emotions. Once you put it on paper, no, you can instantly realize that you are no more experiencing those negative emotions. So you have let go. And then once you have written those letters, you just burn it out, and let go. So that is a beautiful way again. That's how you can shift again your negative state into a positive one. And if at all, there is a concept saying, if at all you're getting any negative thought, one single negative thought should be replaced by three positive ones. So if at all something negative can be come into your mind, I'm unhappy. Why am I feeling like this? Or why am I getting all these failures? Instead, when you replace these negative thoughts with the positive ones, with the three positive thoughts, you're uh, introducing so much positive thoughts into your mind, and then definitely these positive thoughts can overcome those negative emotions. So this is again another beautiful way. So there are, and then meditations, you're becoming more aware of yourself. If you're a beginner in the practice, you can get so many thoughts. It's okay. Don't try to hold on to those thoughts. Don't get why these thoughts are coming. We should not react to those thoughts. Instead, whatever the thoughts are coming, let it come, and it should go out. It will go. And 1 or 2 or 3 days, you may feel those difficulties, but then gradually you are able to focus. Yeah, you just sit and relax. You need not do anything. In the beginning, you just close your eyes and relax. Observe the sound of the nature or whatever your breath if you're focusing on. So that will gradually help in shifting your vibrations. Yeah, and then doing what we love. Exactly, we have some passion, we have a lot of hobbies, but due to our work schedule, may not be possible to pursue every hobbies or passion that we are carrying. Instead, whatever the positive, whatever those things which are making us happy, let us do it for ourselves, right? And then loving, first accepting ourselves, however we are, just accept and let's love the way we are. Automatically, that is a beautiful thing, unknowingly or knowingly, every beautiful things comes around us, and that is again a good thing. And then never underestimate yourself. Let's not underestimate our divine being. Okay, never speak one single negative thing about our own self. If we don't respect ourselves, even the surrounding will also reciprocate the same, right? Let's say so much positive to ourselves. Let's appreciate whatever the little things our body does, our being does. Okay, let's appreciate ourselves for our true, whatever the achievements that we are doing. So never underestimate, never speak negative, a single negative word. Let's not speak to ourselves. So let's always feed with positivity our mind, our soul, our body, and everything. So gradually that will help in vibrating at a higher level. Now, once I've done all this process, you're vibrating, you're naturally happy without any external force. Now this is the right time to manifest whatever the dreams you are going to have. Whatever the things you want to manifest in life, definitely it is possible. There are various techniques. One is the affirmation. What you're constantly, repeatedly telling your mind, that will happen, definitely, right? So when we constantly say, yes, I'm happy, if you're having any ill health, then you can say, I'm healthy, I am completely immune, if at all you're you want to spread so much positivity, whatever the room you work in. Let's say I'm being positive, I radiate happiness, I radiate joy, and I love myself. Whatever the things you want to manifest, say it to yourself as if it's already yours. You know, you're not saying that I want this. Saying that I want this, which means that you don't have already. So you are focusing on that lack aspect of manifestation. So don't focus on don't say that I want this, I want this, I want that. No, whatever you are saying, you're gratefully you are saying that yes, I'm having this. Thank you. It's already mine. Yeah. If at all you want, but let's say I need a 5 lakh emergency. I need a 5 lakh amount in my account. I don't have it now. Oh, when the 5 lakh account is already in your account, what is the kind of emotion that you're feeling? What is the kind of joy you are having? And what you do with those 5 lakh amount, feel as if it's already yours, right? So if you want to be any successful entrepreneur, successful businessman, how your mindset will be, how your lifestyle will be, how your actions will be. Feel as if it's already yours, it's already done. So walk, if you want to be like a celebrity, walk like a celebrity, feel like a celebrity. Okay. And then automatically, without notice, you will find a lot of opportunities. Huh? That is one beautiful thing, affirmations. And then visualization. Clear, know what you actually want to manifest, be clear cut. If at all you want to travel abroad, I am traveling to Singapore or Malaysia, whichever country. This is the outfit that I'm wearing at that stage, and these are the countries that I visit. Be very clear what you are going. If at all you are visiting Malaysia, what you are going to do there. Be very specific. Be clear cut. Whatever you want. So, and then that will be very easier to visualize. So, what feel as if you're traveling, you are boarding the flight. You know, you are looking at the window. You are enjoying the scenery. You are landing at the airport. Those beautiful Singapore airport. You are visiting there, and you are experiencing every joy with your family or whoever. So these kind of little things, feel that it's already done. So by visualizing, feeling is also very important. Law of attraction is one concept, and law of vibration is another concept. And so for this, feel as if it's already done. Okay, that's the most important. And then our human body is made up of 70% of water, right? So meanwhile, if at all you are drinking a glass of water, at that time, every sip of water you might drink, whatever through bottle or through glass or bottle, whatever, say it yourself, whatever the thoughts you want to manifest, whatever the dreams you're having, thank you, it's already mine. If you are having any diseases, you want to heal from that, while drinking water, say that thank you, that I'm healthy. Yeah, I'm already immune. I'm happy. Say if you are feeling any sad, if you are in any sad moment, I overcome this and thank you for this. So whatever water has the greatest power, it has the greatest energy. So you are so when you intake those water, definitely it becomes a part of your body, and that will help in speeding up our manifestation process. And then comes that is the reason why 70% of our body is made up of water. So what you constantly feed into your mind, those water stores those energies. That's what you become. So make sure you always stay positive to yourself. Okay, and then comes journaling. Journaling is again a beautiful concept. There are various techniques. Either it can be any 11-11 method, writing 11 times your dreams for next 11 days, or 55 into 5 method, right? So you're writing any concept, whatever the dream you're having, be crystal clear with the sentence. Write it for 55 times for 5 days. And again, 369 method. There are various changes in 369 method. If you're one concept is that you're writing your affirmations 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the night. So this is all again a 369 method. And then is a gratitude. If a person gives you something, very little, it could be, or very large, or if you are going to gift someone something, if they are not thankful for that, if they are not going to receive that, do you feel like giving them again? No, right? So we don't give them again. That's because when someone is not grateful for what we are doing, then we don't feel like giving it more, right? So if at all we are feeling that gratitude, that comes from the abundant state of mind. So we should be thankful for a very little thing, whatever we might be having. If we are regretting for the no very luxurious thing we don't have, but when we look back, look at the very lowest category of people, we are so much fortunate in life. We woke up in the morning, we are having food 3 times a day, we are having good opportunities, we are having any good access to this good lifestyle, then definitely we should be grateful every day for whatever the things that have happened so far in your life, either good or bad. I don't say any negative experience will happen in your life. Everything happens for a reason. And at that moment, we might feel it is negative, but then it is not at all it is negative, because it has taught you something, but that was a part of the journey. If that should happen at that point of life, so that later whatever the experiences we are having, everything was good. So there is in life, there is no negative experience at all. Everything happens for a reason. So that have that faith, have that belief whenever you're undergoing that tough situation. And then being always in that joyful state. See, if at all a person is very happy, very negative, very he complains for everything, and he backpitches of people. Don't feel like interacting with them. They always speaks about problems. Their focus is on problems. We don't feel like interacting. If at all a person comes with all the grace, all the positivity, appreciates things in our life, and they carry a whole good positive energy. When they enter a room, we feel that goodness in our heart. So let's be in that joyful state without any external effort. So these are the various techniques how we can follow. And definitely while following these techniques, let's say asking for strength. I should be so much strong. I'm literally feeling that I'm weak, so I should become very strong in life. So if you want to be strong, there can be some tough situation which might come into your life. So which makes you stronger, right? So if you are asking for anything, there comes one challenging situation in that road. That is the way universe is testing you, right? So we back from those situations, then definitely we will be the failure. So let's face with all the faith, and definitely law of attraction works like a magic only if we believe it. Okay, if we believe within ourselves, believe with the divine, and when you completely surrender, what you are doing all your effort, you are doing all your hard work, and don't focus on the end result. Everything happens at the right time. So many things have happened in my life as well, where I never thought I was expecting something to happen at the some time, but it didn't happen. But I realized, okay, it might happen at the right time. But then when the thing actually happens now, it is so much beautiful than what I could imagine, so much more than what I could imagine. It is very surprisingly. So that is universe gives surprises. No, they are very beautiful. So let's accept those surprises with all the grace. Whatever the journey right now I'm having, the journey is very unexpected, but I'm very grateful that this is a very great than what I could imagine. So universe always gives us with the best. The divine gives us with the best. Only if we believe it. So let's believe. Let's have faith. Let's surrender to the universe. Meanwhile, we shall put all the effort which needs to happen. We need not we should, it's not doesn't mean that we should not put any effort. We should put all the effort, as Bhagavad Gita says, karma sa kaushalam, we say, no? So hagagi, let's do all our work, meanwhile with all the faith, with all the positivity, and definitely a good life is ours. Everything is in our hand. Everything can be achieved with faith, with this law of attraction. So this is one concept that has changed my life magically. So I'm very grateful for all the situations that made me undergo this process. So again, thankful to the entire team of Satsang for introducing me to this wonderful group of people. Definitely, I will get back to you with another session with the beautiful PPTs, with all the preparation more. So hope this session is somewhat conveying. So many senior people are from this team. I'm just 23 right now. So, but then this is my experience and my way of sharing. Hope it is conveying. But I need your feedbacks in this end as well. Thank you so much. Namaste. If at all you have any questions, you can please.
Thank you, Rachana ji. So if anybody
Yes.
has any questions, the floor is thrown open for questions now.
I think
Okay,
most of them are experts in this field, so I don't mind. I'm happy.
Well, we have just a moment.
Can you please
Yeah, can you
repeat those
please-
affirmations?
Affirmations, yes.
Is that affirmations or the Hawaiian prayer I mentioned? Be clear.
The Ho'oponopono. We've heard that before.
Ho'oponopono.
But, yeah, that we've heard before. But the affirmations that you mentioned, if you could just quickly do a run through, that'll be useful. I'm thinking.
Those I'm happy. No, the same thing.
Yeah.
Ho'oponopono itself, right? We'll do that. Or if at all particularly the affirmations, whatever they are going to manifest, they have to follow specific. They can frame the sentence whichever they want, whatever they want. If you are manifesting a good health, say positive about being good, having a good health. Walking all around, being healthy. Those kind of manifestations you can. So it is yes for Ho'oponopono, I think.
Yeah, I think Ramamani ji has got the answer. Basically, the idea is to you frame your own affirmations based on what you are looking for.
Yeah. So if it is
Well,
open, I will repeat. It is just a 4 sentence. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Repeat it. And in YouTube, you get so many podcasts about 1 or 8 times. There is a whole night you can listen to it. That will frame your subconscious mind. Mind. It is beautiful.
See, very well presented. My name is Janakiram. It was very beautifully explained.
Thank you so much.
My clarification is, see, all these are okay when things are going well. Most people find it a problem or a challenge or an issue. Like you take now the example of what is happening with this medical examination, NEET. So how the students who are affected will be feeling? If you go and tell law of attraction to them, they will not be in the mood to listen. So which events which happen outside, like the budget has affected, there were a lot of expectations and people are affected. So in such situation like weather, now what happened in Karnataka, landslide, so many are affected due to the landslide. So either personal challenges or natural challenges which come unexpected. How do people cope with law of attraction?
Okay. I'm very young to you, sir. Meanwhile, I'll try my best with my limits. Meanwhile, yeah, there are a lot of challenges. What we say in universe or in this concept, everything is interconnected. Everything was meant to happen for a reason. Okay. So I know it is very difficult in this need aspect or very the landslides they are having. Let's have an example which was recently happened in my native. There was a good house, average house, which was burnt into ashes, due to fire. But then later, actually at that moment, definitely it was tragic. But thankfully, the people were not affected. Only the entire house was burnt. But then they had one ambition that to build a new house. Okay, gradually, because of this, they were forced to construct a new house. So they actually built a very new house. I think this, whatever the incident, the fire incident which happened, was actually turned out to be a blessing at the end. But I don't think, I don't compare it to these incidents, whichever landslides are happening, or whatever. Then in case of NEET, what it was happened, it was so unfortunate, and I feel sorry for them as well. Meanwhile, let's have some faith, let's have some hope. I think for many people, it was meant to happen for some reason. I wish there is something more or something incredible that there can be happening. It need not be the same thing that we are asking for. It can be beyond our limits, beyond our imagination. There can be something which is fruitful coming ahead. Let's have that faith. I say no. Always, everything happens for a reason. That's what I strongly believe. Even in these cases, yes, I think they have some beautiful journey coming ahead. I know this is a tough situation, but they have to make up their mind. They have to stay strong to experience whatever the new changes that are coming their way ahead. This is from my end. And if there is any beautiful answers from other people who are in the team, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. I think I like that everything happens for a reason and everything is interconnected.
Yes, absolutely. Good answers.
Yeah.
Definitely, you're open to this.
Okay, so I suppose, does somebody have a question? Okay. So yes, in fact, I did have a question. I think
Yes,
maybe in the same tone. I mean, tone as Janaki Ramji, that we've all heard these. In fact, the law of attraction has been often spoken about in the School of Ancient Wisdom. We've been introduced to it here, as also we were introduced to the Ho'oponopono prayer. We had a few sessions on it, in fact. And yes, I've experienced that it does work. It really does work. If you experiment,
magically it works. Shifting our energies.
If you experiment honestly in your life with people or with situations, it does work. So what happens when, we know that, law of affirmations, the law of attraction, of being staying positive. Sometimes life throws googlies at us, which are so tough that we simply cannot, uh, at that point in time, overcome the negatives.
Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. True.
And then we get stuck in, a pool of toxic way of being, not even being present, and being ignorant of who we are as a soul. So at times like these, it seems one loses faith also. So what does one do at these times? I'm just curious to know your wisdom, and I can say for sure that uh, regardless of your age, what I have become to realize is the souls can be much older. Maybe an old soul
Yeah,
who's been born into this life and who's just a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old child can actually be older than a, say, 80 or 90-year-old person,
true, true, true,
because they would have
true.
gone through many lives. So we can't really say who is really more wise and who is not. So, well, clearly in your case, you are an old soul. So just want to hear your take on this. How do people
Okay.
handle a situation so tough
Yes, sir.
that law of attraction doesn't seem to work?
Yes. You know, it is beyond law of attraction. One thing I clearly agree. But souls have, we have some past karmas with us. We have past samskaras. It has to be experienced in one or the other way. At times, accepting, yes, this might be the one, this might be the journey that I'm having. First, that acceptance is a basic thing. I know it is very difficult at some point. Okay, we may not be able to predict this. We are being this good human. Why then bad things happen to us? A lot of the recent death cases, what we are going through, what we are hearing recently, we feel very surprised. How can this good human can undergo such a painful death or painful ending? We feel surprised, but I think the past experience, past karmas, there is a baggage that we are carrying at any cost. We are able to change our next karma with our present karma, right? But whatever has to be experienced, whether it can be any tragedy or whatever. Body has an end, but your soul doesn't have an end. I wish whatever, I think some people, we are running an organization called Seva Dhama in Kokada, where we are rehabilitating spinal cord injured people. Their journey is meant to be on the wheels. Okay, but they have no other option. But then you can build their willpower to make them independent, to live their life without anybody's help. So at that time, we must realize that Seva Dhamma was initiated by my parents were there. Along with that, there was a man who is Vinay Karan. He's been 24 years now since he's been on the wheels. So that incident, since he met with a spinal cord injury, led to, sorry, the power is off, led to the initiation of this Seva Dhamma. So I think that incident which is happening, I think there is a purpose for behind that. Whatever is happening, there can be a purpose in coming days ahead, to heal people, for something great might happen. But at that moment, I know it is very difficult to cope up with the situation. But with the little hope, little faith, and these kind of prayers, I say, this hope, even at those moments, it might take some lot of time. But then, when we realize those acceptance, this has happened, it will help us in coping up with the situation. And once we overcome the situation, definitely you realize and see there is something brighter ahead. Or no, whatever you have lost is replaced by something better. That is for sure. Whatever you have lost, some people might come into your life for some reason to give some happiness. It's fine, and then we should allow them to go. Right? We should allow. We should not, drag them back to say that it is their time. Let them go. Some people come to meant to teach us some lessons. There can be someone who is already speaking it as something, but they are teaching something. Even at that time, when we focus at the soul level, at the physical level, it is difficult. You are just treating them as human beings. But when we see that at the soul level, I think we can see, okay, I think I have done something to me, something to him in the past life. I think he may reciprocate it to me. This is a karma which has to be cleared. Let me undergo this. When this is cleared, then no more karma is left. So I hope one thing is that least hope carrying at that moment, and we should undergo that pain. Whatever the pain we are having, we are meant to undergo. Let's undergo that pain. Let's not hold it back. Let's not run away from those emotions. Let's undergo that. Let's feel that thing, so that when the something brighter ahead comes, let's receive with so much gratitude and positivity. That's what I believe in.
Thank you, Rachana ji. These are definitely very wise words. It's very that you have demonstrated beyond doubt that you are an old soul, because we've heard, it's very authentic. What you're sharing is definitely authentic. It's coming from the heart. One small request is, between sentences, if you can just pause, and then speak the next sentence. It'll give us some time to absorb what you've said, and it'll be easier to follow what you're saying. And yes, I've actually noted down many of the things that you've said. It's very nice to hear it again and again. Actually, this is required, because many times in our lives we get so caught up with our own lives, with our own experiences, especially the more trying ones, tend to really grab us, in such a way that we are not able to really look at how to overcome it ourselves. And that is when, as another soul, if another person, like yourself or any one of us in the satsang, who is not going through the problem them personally themselves, if they step in and extend a helping hand out of kindness, compassion, and from a space of truth and integrity, it really makes a big difference in our lives. And that is what I think we should endeavor to do for others also.
Adding on to this, sir, many people, once manifestation happens, when they start, there are so many dreams, whatever the reality is, what they want, it will happen. But at some point, even they try, there will be something stuck. They can't manifest at some point in their life. That is because they will be overconfident that I think, whatever I try, even if I don't try, it will happen by itself. They get into that state. So at that time, again, we fall back. Even after knowing law of attraction, we fall back. So again, we have to remind. Then again, we have to come up. We have to practice, take up those practice, and then again, starts to get better. So just knowing law of attraction is not fine. We have to work on that as well.
Very true. In fact, if you're not careful, Maya and we can lose the touch of who we really are essentially as a soul. And that happens every day. It's not just periodically. So we have to be conscious and put ourselves back. Yes.
True.
So if anybody else has any more questions, there are a couple of comments which says, Venkatesh ji says, thanks, very good presentation. As Ramani ji also said, nice session. We'll look forward to the next one. And Janaki Ramji also found this program very useful. And we all did find it useful. In fact, it is so easy for many of us who are older. There are some who are old enough to be Rachanaji's parent or grandparent here. And
fortunate.
Really, but you see, what I, the message I got really from that thought was that you never know through whom the divine is speaking with us. We just have to keep our ears. We have to be humble and keep our spiritual eyes and ears open. And many times we get a message. Suppose we judge somebody, be it because of their age or the whatever other reasons that we may have acquired through our social programming. If we are able to overcome it, the very experience of overcoming that and latching back onto that higher consciousness by just not letting, by ensuring that our guna or our nature doesn't get in the way, that activity itself raises our consciousness. And so many times, I mean, initially when you started speaking, my thoughts were like, oh, I've heard all this before. I hope people will really be interested, because Ho'oponopono or even the law of attraction is so often spoken about here at the School of Ancient Wisdom that many of us would have been jaded. But when you went through the experience of your sharing and your authentic experiences and the way you put things across, we were touched by the authenticity of your experiences. And definitely, the wisdom is far beyond face, so to speak. It's a young face, but the wisdom is really far beyond that. It's timeless. So thank you so much for that, Rachanaji.
Means a lot, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome. And if anybody else has any more questions, please do speak up now.
Rachana, this is Arun Kulkarni this side. What I feel is you are contradicting your own the session by bringing karma into the picture. Okay, I'll explain how whatever I perceived. If I'm wrong, please excuse me. See, doing law of attraction, I want this, I keep thinking itself can be my karma, right? Then what I'm doing extra? I'm doing nothing extra. If I have to do prayer and get that, then do the prayer and get that itself will be my karma. Like there is nothing extra I'm doing from my end.
Yeah, true. I agree, sir.
Isn't it so? So then everything, the source itself becomes like unexplainable. Everything is just karma then. I am asking you this question, maybe my karma. This session may be a karma. Like everything you can, put it to karma, And the beauty or irony of the karma is, post happening the event only, we will realize this was a karma. This is going to be a karma, you need lot of sadhana. That is different issue. Getting my point? It is like that. So how the affirmation or law of attraction or Ho'oponopono or whatever, how does that matter? If that itself is my karma, I have to chant Ho'oponopono. That's my karma. So I'll better stay neutral. Anyways, that is going to happen through me. Isn't it?
I'll answer this question, sir. But then I don't know how much convincing it could be, but I'll try my best with this. What I said, 20% is a destiny and 80% is what the effort we put into that. Okay. Whatever the people I might come and meet, whatever the marriage I can commit with, or whatever the relationship, whatever any job that I might go with, that is a karma, whom we are going to meet. But how we are dealing with that person, how well we are dealing with the person, how well you are dealing with the relationship, that is our kind effort. That is what we can change with the law of attraction. And whatever the incident, some tragedies might happen in life, right? That can be because of our own karma. But our future karma, whatever our future, can be changed from our present karma. Okay. But then, if at all we are manifesting whatever our dream life, which is our future. So we are working on present to change our future. We are working on changing our present beliefs, what we are carrying, to change our future. That can be a part of karmic journey. I don't know. But then this is my answer for this. If that is convincing, I don't know. But then if it is not, if at all any...
It's a very nice answer. Very good.
Yeah, beautifully well said. Yeah, Janki Ramji is appreciating. I cannot say anything about it. But there are karma also. You have different varieties. There is prarabdha, there is sanchit, there is agami. See, what I want to decide on itself may be my karma. I want to put efforts. That itself is my karma. What you say, 20%, 80% destiny itself can be my karma.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. It was a really wonderful session. Just I want to tickle around here and there.
I'm happy, sir.
That's it. Thank you so much. Wonderful session.
When Arunji spoke up, it reminded me of one of Mamani's words. Please correct me if I choose the wrong word. But she would say, we were masters yesterday, but providence is the master today. Is providence the right word? Some of the old Satsangis would know. But she would say this many times, I remember. We were masters yesterday, but providence is the master today. So providence is actually created by our actions yesterday. So the choices that we've made yesterday will dictate the path of our, will dictate the quality of our path for today. So today, if we make, we then dictate the quality of the highway that lays in front of us. So if we're going to make bumpy choices today, we're going to have a bumpy highway ahead. But even though we fall into a pothole of life at the current moment, we still do have, of course, because we have chosen this path earlier and we forgot about it after we were born. We still fall into it, and you can't escape the outcome of your choices because we're all interconnected. And the way we treat each other as human beings, as other souls who are not human, animals, plants, rocks, what have you. So the way we interact with our, the beings around us, the universe itself will come back to us in that way. So when it does come back to us, we forget why it's come back to us, especially if it seems like a very tough karma. It's like, oh God, why do I have to go through all this? And I don't think I've done anything in this life to deserve it. That's where the wisdom of Sanatana Dharma, which indicates that we've gone through many lives. In fact, we've even had satsangis here in the past who've shared about their past life. One, Mridula Sharma ji, she has actually remembered her past life, and she shared about how she died of mouth cancer as a 25-year-old. And then after 4 years, she was born again in Mumbai, and she spoke to her mother as a young child, and how her mother in this life took her back to Mussoorie. And she met her mother from the previous life there, they recognized her and all that. So you see, through the second-hand information, till we actually experience death firsthand, because I remember a friend of mine actually experienced death and he came back. It is documented by the National Health Services in UK as a near-death experience. So multiple such experiences have been documented that people have died and come back. So we have second-hand information now that yes, there are multiple lives. All the other information that is given to us through our Shastras, it also says you don't have to believe it. You can even test your guru before you accept your guru. Therefore, you can also test the information before you accept it in your own way. So till we achieve a certain level of faith or a certain level of being open to these conversations, I've also had these intellectual questions like what Arunji mentioned, that maybe the way I'm thinking right now is also an outcome of my karma. I believe what I have distinguished to my limited experience, and of course most of it is received wisdom, but some of it I've internalized also, is that my tendency to think in a particular way, my tendency to talk like this, my tendency to behave in this way is given by my past actions, my past choices, etc. Past in this life or even in previous lives. But I do have a component of choice in the future because we want to experience the full, beauty of life, the full beauty of everything, and then come back to a true self-realized state. And of course, there are more complex theories which says that there's no past, present, and future. It's all happening at the same time, and we are all probably. And there are multiple universes where we actually make multiple choices for the same situation and go through those multiple experiences. Some are good, some are bad, some are neutral at the same time. So we go through all the entire gamut of all that, and then we come back to a self-realized state that we are not this body, we are a soul. So that is one way in which I distinguished for myself. Sorry if I've taken extra time to share this, but it's very interesting, this question that you asked and the way Rachana ji and Janaki Ram ji responded to it. So I just had to, it is an outpouring of my experience.
Yeah.
I hope.
Nice. So in fact, I'm really grateful, sir. One of the good community that I've been connected with. So look forward to join next session as well. And I look forward to be a speaker on coming sessions too. Meanwhile, I have my YouTube channel, Raksha Speaks, which is totally again on mind management. I don't would be, it is also on spirituality, but right away I don't speak on spirituality because there are many, stagnant minds as well. To connect with everybody, we can't straight away speak on spirituality. But then it's a basic, how to build a life skill, how to love yourself. So mind management techniques. Based on that, I make a short videos. The page is on Instagram, Facebook, and also in YouTube. Please join. It's been just a week since I have launched. And also, right now I am a life skill trainer. I now holistic approach. I'm trying to build the young minds at the best IU, Bharatiya Engineering Science and Technology, Innovative University, Bhagapalli. So I am right now at there. It's just been third working day of mine in this stream. Other than events, this is a new field that I have joined with. So everything is interconnected, I feel right now, because everything was meant to happen at the right time. So this was also a session which is a part of my journey right now. So very grateful. Thank you so much again for giving this opportunity. Again, thanks to Adarsh as well for referring it. Thank you.
Thank you to Rachana ji. And if you want, maybe you can just type out your YouTube link on the chat window.
Sure, I'll paste it. I'll paste it.
And we wish you all the very best. Being a person who's part of India's youth, I also consider myself that, though I'm much older than you are. I think it's all age is really, a number, and it depends on our perspective towards life. And if we keep the child in us alive, that really makes a huge difference to the ability to be happy. So we definitely are very happy to have heard your words of wisdom, and we would definitely look forward to another session with you. In fact, it would be nice if you could have a workshop at the school as well. And being a
definitely, so I'll come up with a PPT. Like that time I come up with a PPT.
Sure, in whatever way you want to. And I think also being who you are, and you'll probably be influencing many young, impressionable minds. I think Bharat is in safe hands when we have wisdom pouring through people who are very young also, because it really makes a big impact and difference to the future generations. So wish you all the very best, and thank you for also uplifting and inspiring.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Namaste.
So, on that note of gratitude, let us all, we've come to the last section where we do the Loka Samasta. And this is a very important and valuable part of the Satsang, because we have a collective prayer. Now, the Christians have their prayer groups. They meet regularly on the weekend. The Muslims also meet regularly. If you look at many such religious groups, they do meet regularly. But Sanatana Dharma, Hindus, they're all seekers, and we don't really get to experience, apart from satsangs like these, the power of group prayer. It really makes an impact. I have experienced it personally myself. The near ones who are literally on their deathbed have recovered when I have sent out requests to such satsangis who are truth seekers, because the power of prayer is very strong, and especially when truth seekers pray, it becomes even stronger. And when we come together as a group and collectively pray, there is an unknown level of connectedness with the universe, which makes that prayer come true. So please do think of your loved ones or those in your community who need help, who need healing from whatever health issues they might have, relationship issues they might have, or even financial issues that they might have. So let us keep that their name in our mind and what situation they're going through and what solution they need. Also, let us pray for the rest of the world, where the world is going through a lot of upheavals at the moment. Let truth and love prevail. Let wisdom prevail. Let the collective consciousness rise as we send this Loka Samasta out to the universe. Sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned. Take a deep breath. And let go. Center yourself within and observe that silence, the language of the soul that connects all of us. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you all, and looking forward to seeing you all next Thursday for another wonderful satsang with all of you. Please do bring your friends and families along as well to share the space. Till then, be safe. God bless. Hari.
Namaste. Thank you.